in the world of streaming. So Asmongold has announced that he is coming to Kick. He's not taking a deal. There's no deal. So Kick doesn't even offer deals at this point at all. Contrary to popular belief, Eddie himself has straight up come out and said, this was on Solemnity. I'm sorry if I butcher his name. I don't know the guy, but he's huge apparently. Everybody was talking about like him trying to negotiate to sign with Kick, or his like lawyer was advising not to do XYZ so he could get a Kick deal. And Eddie straight up in response to that guy said, Kick does not offer lump sum deals. You can earn a fair pay, far more competitive than anywhere else with Kick partner program. It's good to preface that he is right, but it's like if you come over with 15 viewers, it's not life-changing money, okay? Because you got to get into the program. So even outside the idea of like Asmon saying like, hey, I'm coming to Kick, I'm not taking a deal, I'm just coming here to just stream here. They don't even do deals in the first place anymore. So there's no like behind the scenes anything. He's just doing this out of his choice. He is Kick partner. I think when I followed him, he had like 8.4K. He's already at 10.2. But he did say that he will be multi-streaming to Twitch. So for his Twitch community, absolutely nothing is changing. If you watch him on Twitch, if you prefer to watch him on Twitch, it doesn't matter. He will still be streaming on Twitch. He will be doing the exact same thing on Twitch and on Kick. It's just he will be live on both now. I think he's going to be including X at some point. He said no to YouTube because of DMCA. I don't know why.
But anyway, so yeah, my plan is tomorrow. I'm going to start multi-streaming on Kick. I joined
which
the
is
Kick
today
program,
as of time.
That's happening literally tomorrow. It is I press one button and I go live on another platform.
And by the way, it's good to point out that's all I'm doing as well. Streamlabs. I don't know what he's using. I can't say what he's using. I'm using Streamlabs, my YouTube, Twitch, Kick, X, all tied to one thing. I have one chat. You guys see it on the screen right here. I know it's mainly dominated by Kick. Listen, contrary to popular belief, even when people get alerted on YouTube, I've tend to see them just come over to Kick. People have just been enjoying Kick over YouTube and these other platforms. I don't know if it has to do with ads. I don't know if it's this idea of like, hey, let me check this out. So they'll go to this new place and then they're just like, okay, well, I'm here anyway, so I'm just going to sit here. It's actually very rarely anymore that people just stay on YouTube and watch, which is where we used to stream it for Kick. Streamlabs, all you need to click one thing, go live. Yeah, and it's just poof. It's just done.
And some of the big reasons why, and I'll talk a little bit about it. Some of the big reasons why is that I think that, and also, just in case anybody is concerned at all, nothing is going to change if you like watching on Twitch. Not a single thing.
There you go.
I'm going to be multi-streaming. I'm just simply streaming on Kick as well.
You know, in all honesty, I think this is exactly what like XQC and like, well, Train can't do it because of the Gamba, but like I think XQC still does the whole goes live on Twitch first and then goes live on Kick, right? Or does he just multi-stream now? No ads and free rewind feature amongst other things. You can't beat it. Yeah, you really can't. I mean, you get higher quality on YouTube. YouTube is probably a more enjoyable TV experience. But yeah, I think I agree. I think if I'm going desktop to watch a streamer anymore, I'm going to Kick anyways.
Moving over there, I'm not leaving Twitch.
I'm
leaving
not doing
Twitch. Anything like that. I'm just streaming on there as well. And so anyway, yeah, I just joined. You gonna gamble? No, I don't like gambling. Why would I gamble? No, I talked to the guys there. I've had a good relationship with them, and so we set something up, and I joined the program, and that's it.
You know, that, man, that leaves a really interesting conversation open right there, because I've mentioned that recently. I want to know, maybe it was like early Kick practices that were just like off or bad, but I've talked and heard from a couple of bigger streamers that had talked about coming over to Kick when they were still giving deals, right? And they articulated that Kick specifically said you have to take a Gamba deal. I think we've all heard that. In my experience, and even talking with a couple larger creators, like I know like when Nick Merck signed, for example, we all have the same experiences where it's like you get the Kick deal, and then also it's like, hey, let's hit up Stake. Because like Nick Merck's, like half of like Nick Merck's Kick contract, he went with a different casino company. He wasn't even with Stake. He moved to a different casino company throughout the rest of his time on his Kick contract. And that doesn't add up. They're two separate contracts. But large creators were coming out saying, hey, I want to go sign with Kick. I would have signed with Kick, but they said that I have to gamble. And it makes me wonder if their management or talent agencies try to make that negotiation and they just said like, hey, they also offered us a Stake deal. And they're like, no, I don't want it. And then they just turned it down. I don't see a world or a reasoning why Kick would turn down a good deal if they don't use gambling. And then now Asmon's saying this, it just kind of like further backs that up. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, again, hey, maybe it was early on. Some of their first practices were, let's try to get people in for both. But it just, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense because they want Kick to do so well. And like, let's just be real, regardless at the end of the day, as long as Kick does well and becomes valuable, long term, it will be valuable for them.
And so, yeah. And again, the reason why I didn't go to YouTube is because of DMCA.
Which is super interesting. I would like if Asmongold has a team, I'd like them to look into that a little bit more. Because the only thing that I could think of is just the annoyance idea. Like, he might because he reacts to a lot of people, and maybe because of his size, he'll get hit by that. Tectone, he's been streaming to multi-streaming to YouTube for about a month now, right? And he does essentially the same shit. Would you risk getting strike? Well, see, that's why I hope somebody talks to him. Guys, you realize how hard it is to get strikes on YouTube? You guys have to educate yourself on the differences. There's a huge difference. There is a huge difference between a copyright claim and a copyright strike. A huge difference. The last time I got a copyright strike on my YouTube channel was because I was live streaming the live Apple event. So the only way to get strikes and it's gone, by the way. After 3 months, that shit's gone. The only way to get strikes on your channel is by streaming very popular, very new shit in the context of just taking their content. If that makes sense. If I had recorded a reaction and cut it up, that would be different. But since I was live streaming and I couldn't pause and we were doing like live reaction and whatnot, because I don't think on a YouTube or I don't think on an Apple event you can pause. Well, I could see that maybe he is worried about that, but if that's the case, he needs to talk to some educated people because that's very highly unlikely that he's going to get copyright striked. Highly unlikely. And YouTube would help him out so quick on that shit. The only way he would get legitimately striked is again, like Drake drops a new album, he just streams it and doesn't do any talking about it. Like, yeah, it's going to get striked. Or if he just like doesn't have any reaction to his content or anything and just is streaming other people's shit all day. You're just essentially just taking somebody else's shit and stealing it at that rate. Why do you hate streaming on YouTube because of that? You guys got to get over the DMCA shit on YouTube. You guys let that get to your head way too much. I'm live on YouTube right now. If I get clips, so at most today there'll be like little audio clips where they'll get hit. Guys, I'll literally just go in the back end and it will say, what do you want to do with this? And I'll just say, cut that audio out. And they even have this AI now where it will remove the noise. And if you're talking over something, I just cut it out. If I got a 5-hour stream, I'm cutting it out. I'm cutting that shit out. I don't care. A 30-second clip, just cut it out. Good news, bro. Tectone is also going to Kick. Yeah, Tectone and Donut Operator is going to be coming to Kick too for multi-streaming. But yeah, I mean, guys, it could totally be that Asmon is just so massive. He's just worrying about everybody trying to strike or claim his videos, and then he's got to fucking dispute it all the time. But a lot of what these guys do fall under fair use. It's complete fair game to do this, guys. Donut Operator does not stream yet. He is about to start streaming soon. Well, I don't know why he stresses about it so much. He's got a big enough team. He's got a big enough channel. Guys, a channel of his size, if it's over some bullshit, YouTube is not going to let this channel get taken down. You guys also have to realize that there's a certain sense, like, dude, the watch time that Asmon gets on his videos is absurd. YouTube likes this guy. This guy gets so many people to come to YouTube, click, stay, and watch. He is uploading multiple videos every day at anywhere from like 10 minutes to 2.5 hours. Guys, look at this. 250,000 people three days ago came and watched him play Expedition 33 on here. After he uploaded a day before, 1 million people came and watched a 47 minute long video. Guys, you are fucked in the head if you think somebody is going to come along and be like, I'm going to fuck with Asmongold, claim it, and just get his channel deleted or just get his whole entire monetization taken away. Somebody at YouTube will handle that shit. Somebody will handle it, boys. It's okay. It's okay. Any big-time creator coming over to Kick is going to be good for the platform regardless. Well, yeah, this is... so I've been arguing for a while that Asmongold would be huge for Kick. Reason being is I feel like he'd have a little bit more freedom to talk about the shit that he talks about typically over here without such an annoying backlash that he gets in representation of Twitch, especially with like the whole Hassan community and that whole like minion group that is their whole philosophy is if you don't agree with me, you're against me and you should be taken down because of that. But not only that, like the biggest thing that Kick needs right now is they need waterfall effect. They need like the trickling down. When Asmongold is going to be streaming your Expedition, your Elden Ring, because he still streams all these games too, right? When Asmon starts streaming these other games that don't get a lot of attention here on Kick, there's going to be a waterfall effect. And what I mean by that is there's going to be a large amount of people that are going to be watching him do that on this platform, and that will trickle down to other people. And when you're talking to somebody that gets like 10, 20, 30, 50,000 viewers in his stream, I mean, even if you get 10% of like his peak viewership to tune in here and check out other streamers, that's a huge W. The big thing that it's going to be a huge W is people come and watch Asmon and just chill and watch him. And when people can find out that, oh, Kick is just, because there's this huge discrepancy and this huge bias on, especially on the Twitter space, that Kick is this deranged platform. And there's not normal everyday conversation. People actually think that it's like, oh God, I couldn't go there because it's crazy talk all the time. It's got to be insane, just obscene, just, delusional, just crazy shit all day long. But you actually get into the deep depths of it and you find out, wow, this just looks like fucking Twitch. It looks like anymore. I get the compliment on Kick of like, wow, this looks like a cleaner version of Twitch now. Because Twitch has so many stupid fucking things to incorporate the idea of people collaborating and working with each other so they can hide their view bots and can keep everybody just funneling amongst the streamers. Because that's the lifeblood of Twitch, guys. At the end of the day, the only lifeblood Twitch has going, and Kick right now at this point has going for them, is get people on there and get them just constantly watching the top 2% of streamers. Just keep regurgitating. Just stay. Just please stay. So as long as there's like all these fucking features on Twitch that give this like community drive, this community feeling, and get people like interacting and doing shit on there, because there's all these tools and shit to just flash you things to keep you engaged, like a fucking bug to a bug zapper. That's all they want. Kick has no ads. None. Somebody responded about Asmongold, and they're like, he said he's not going to run ads on Kick, and I'm just like, brother, they don't have ads on Kick. It's concerning how much of this industry. This is a great example. I responded to something this morning. This is why it's crucial that guys like Asmongold come over to Kick so they can educate people on things, and on YouTube, just everywhere, because you have people that confidently say some stupid shit. So in Yeet, they tweeted about Asmongold's Multistream journey, saying that he's not going to be streaming on YouTube because of DMCA. Somebody said, I wonder why Asmongold thinks that he would DMCA would be an issue. Tectone streams to YouTube, and Tom says only happens if someone claims, but if they do, you'll lose your whole channel. Just lose your whole channel. If you get a claim on YouTube, you just lose your whole channel. It's just gone. Your career's over. Just one claim. One claim and it's gone. You just do a little bit of research and it's like, Tom is funny-ish, surprisingly not banned yet, and has 394 or 544 followers. This guy doesn't know shit about YouTube. But you know what's fucking crazy is 100 people are going to look at that and be like, I seen that if somebody claims your video, you're going to lose your whole channel. That's the internet. That's the internet in 2025. Regardless of what anybody says, here's the thing about Kick. And here's the thing that Asmongold Tectone, Donut Operator, said that he's going to be making his return to streaming. That's going to be fucking massive. You don't know who Donut is. Donut is a very big figure in the content world. This guy is massive, and a type of content to grow an audience doing this is this guy's got a fuck you brand. I realized that with all these guys. Shout out Donut. Thank you for inviting me to the range day. Got to learn a lot from all the whole group that they interact with. These guys are a different breed of content creators. Having fuck you power is insane. And what I mean by that is like, when you have a brand that is so massive that you could go to any platform and be massive on that platform, and you could do things that like would typically get somebody canceled to talk about, like in the theory of, in like Twitter, Twitch culture, and you can dominate in that. That's a fuck you brand. If you don't need anyone, fuck you power. Yeah, that's fuck you power. He doesn't need a single platform to suck his dick. He doesn't need one platform to dominate. He can go wherever he wants. He can talk about the shit he wants to talk about, and people will tune in because they like his takes, regardless of somebody's opinion. Somebody could disagree with this opinion and be like, he's a dog shit person. That's fine, but he can still go wherever he wants and talk about what he wants. Because there's a lot of people like they can't do that. They could go they could do one bit of content on one platform, and if they went to another platform and did something else, like nobody would follow.
When I'm dead, hope it was for something.
Let's fucking go! Like I said, with Asmongold, it's a huge example because Asmon will come over, talk about a topic or something, and then he'll go degen fucking Elden Ring. He'll go degen Expedition 33. And these are categories that maybe don't do the best on Kick, but if he's trying out a new game and he's pulling massive viewers on Kick, and then the second he gets off, some of those viewers don't just want to, like, people don't live in his routine. Some of those viewers are going to want to trickle down to somebody else and go watch someone else there. And that's exactly what Kick needs. Kick does well in some categories. You know, like, people argue all the time about games. Dude, Kick does so well in Warzone. Kick has amazing Warzone streamers. Lucci, Ryda, Chubbs, Testy, like even guys at like Mugs level. There's like hundreds of people that pull good numbers on Kick with Warzone. It's just some of these other categories haven't been filled up yet. Because also, too, it's good to point out that the mentality on a lot of platforms are, hey, if the category's not doing good, I can't come there with my game because that means I'm not going to get support. When really your idea should be, dude, let me go to fucking YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, let me make a whole bunch of content. You should be encouraged to say, dude, there's only 100 viewers in that category of the game that I play on Kick. I want to go dominate that category. But people aren't quite there yet, so that's fine. So you kind of need this. You need the spillover. Eddie says, hell yes, slow and steady. I mean, that's the only way to do it.
It's not feasible for me to go to YouTube. Like, if I could do it, I would, but I'm not going to. And so I'm going to start and try and do Kick. Did you get a bag? Dad, I just joined the program, and that's about it. And the reason why is that, so they introduced, like, a thing for a while, like, Kick didn't let you multi-stream on there, or I would have done this.
Which isn't true. Kick has let you multi-stream from day one. The thing was, you couldn't get hourly partner pay if you multi-stream. That's it. But now they've launched it to where you can.
No signing bonus or anything like that. I just joined the program, and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, Twitch didn't allow, but Twitch has allowed you to multi-stream for a year now. Or almost 2. You know who did that, guys? You know who did that? Kick was the reason for that. Kick was 100% the reason for that. I don't know if you guys remember. You can follow the timeline back. I got videos on my channel 2 years ago. One of the reasons why I had a blow up on Kick was because Twitch announced that they were going to, because it used to be on Twitch, you could multi-stream if you were a Twitch, up to a Twitch affiliate. Once you're a Twitch partner, you have to exclusively stream on Twitch. And then around May 2023, they came out with an update that they tried to, saying you are no longer allowed multi-streaming on Twitch at all. You can't multi-stream, period. Whether you're a new account, you're a Twitch affiliate, that lasted about a week. So about 2 weeks, and then they rolled out an update saying you can multi-stream, period. It doesn't matter if you're a Kick or Twitch partner, if you're a Twitch affiliate. They literally all pressure applied by Kick. Yeah. Kick is the reason Twitch made so many changes. Yeah. That was the same time where Twitch tried to launch the update saying, hey, we're going to start working with brands to supply brand deals for you guys so you can no longer promote the brands on your stream. Unless it's a brand deal that you're promoting that we've allowed, you can't put brands on your overlays and shit. That lasted about a day. They lost so many people. I think even Kick said that they weren't prepared for that spike in growth of the amount of people that instantly went to go make Kick pages the second they try to do those. I really wouldn't be surprised if they go back on this too. So somebody just brought this up. So Twitch is doing a rewind function. It's hard to say this out loud and not giggle. So Twitch in 2025, a company that's been around for 17 years and is like the leading innovator of streaming, so they say, they're finally launching Stream Rewind. But instead of just like launching it like every other fucking platform, they're going to be putting it behind a paywall and Twitch Turbo. I really wouldn't be surprised if they roll this back. Suggestion to Twitch: don't paywall features that are catching up with the rest of the streaming services. If you make something new and unique, sure, charge people for it. But rewinding, that's something your competitors have been doing for years. This is you playing catch up. This should be for free. That's the most base take ever. The thing about Twitch right now, especially, and this is super crucial to understand with like guys like Asmongold just willingly coming over themselves to test this, Twitch cannot afford to do this shit anymore. They're going to continuously get backed into a corner. Because here's exactly what's going to happen. As more people start to, we've seen this over the last 9 months, by the way, as more everyday people start to multi-stream to Kick, to YouTube, to TikTok, they see the extra perks and benefits on being on the other platforms in general, just by itself. Then you add annoying shit onto the platform of Twitch. It's just only going to get worse. You're just going to incorporate the idea. You're going to encourage people to announce more. Get off the fucking platform. You don't want that PR. You don't want to be labeled as the, it's kind of mid platform. I don't care what anybody thinks about the history. I don't care about the fucking Twitch era and the boom and it dominating X amount of time and popular people being over there. If the continuous conversation is it's the most mid platform and you get everyday people getting more acclimated to that idea, it's just going to push people off. So I feel like that's just another thing that they're going to end up rolling back.
I put with them, and so we set something up, and I joined the program, and that's it. And so yeah,
Twitter.
I'm not going to, and so I'm going to start and try and do Kick. Did you get a bag? No signing bonus or anything like that. I just joined the program, and that's about it. And the reason why is that, so they introduced like a thing for a while, like Kick didn't let you multi-stream on there, or I would have done this earlier. And I think that like there are cases, like for example, you saw how like Lucy Pyre got banned. And
I don't even know who that is.
Going cheap? No, because it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter at all. Like for me, it doesn't make a big difference in any capacity whatsoever. Yeah. And so because like, the reason why I'm doing it is that I think that there are a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons is that I think multi-streaming is the future. And I think that fixating on one platform and forcing people to be exclusive on one platform is reductive for content creators. And I think that people like Destiny have shown that.
I think it's good to point this out while he's literally on this screen. One thing that I've really been pushing Kick, I've mentioned to to them, and obviously, you know, they got a lot of shit that they're working on and they're busy with shit. So who knows if they are actually interested in doing it. But like, you notice how he's talking about all this and where he is right now? He's on Reddit. And I think as more people see the value in multi-streaming, I think one thing that Kick could harness that would be huge for the platform and would maybe go down a different route than they originally expected. I've never understood why Twitch, for example, after all these years, didn't incorporate offline discussion on their platform. And I've explained it before. I know I've explained it in another video. But it's just super healthy to have this conversation. Because one of the issues with streaming platforms is essentially, live stream fails essentially on Kick would be huge. Imagine you could just go to the Kick homepage and you could have offline discussion. Imagine viewers could have power in their conversation on the platform. The big takeaway from this is what makes platforms like YouTube and TikTok so dominating is you can go search shit and you will find new people. Traditionally, people don't go to Twitch, they don't go to Kick to search new ideas and search new things and search topics. They go there to find typically the streamers that they watch. Now imagine if you go to Kick, and while you're on Kick, because of the discussions, you can find threads in the search bar that say how to set up a 1080p, how to set up a Kick stream, how to go live on Kick. Imagine if you could literally search that up on Kick. The SEO with that, then you could get from Google, or from Google as well, how to set up a Kick stream. This is what makes YouTube powerful. When you do that, you obviously get YouTube suggestions. Imagine if you had threads on Kick and Kick could utilize the SEO from those threads, just like places like Reddit. Because look at that. What's the second underneath videos? Reddit. That's where people will also go to consume information and have conversation on Reddit. So imagine if Kick had a whole offline. It would take a while to build up. It'd take a while to get the traffic going. You'd have to moderate it, sure. But that's how you would bring additional power to the platform outside of just being live. Kick threads. Yeah, there you go. The coolest thing about that idea is you don't have to be the creator to also have a conversation and gain a following. And then, theoretically, some of you guys could end up gaining followings off your conversations and your threads. Let's just say threads as an example. Your threads and your posts that you put together on something like Kick, if they would ever adapt to this, you could build a following here without ever fucking going live. You could build up accolades and collect things just like you do on Reddit. The only thing that they have to probably do is you'd have to have a legitimate verification to do a setup on that, so you don't create you get a whole bunch of bot accounts in there and shit. Kind of like a community tab. Bingo. Having a place where you could create offline conversation. As more people discover multi-streaming and going to sites and stuff, it's going to put a little pressure not only on Twitch, but on Kick too, because you're going to have to figure out a way to stand out between the two. And I just think Kick needs to swing for the fences and just fucking incorporate it and just be the first to fucking do it. It's so crazy to me that our culture for the last 8 years in the live stream space has been go have conversation on X, Reddit, and these other sites to talk about viral moments, to share viral moments on Twitch, on Kick. Like, imagine if you could just literally have this discussion of those viral moments on the platform and develop SEO within yourself. Every person in here could, whatever their partake, whether you play RuneScape, whether you play Elden Ring, or you do tech videos, you could put posts on Kick. If they incorporated this, you could put posts on Kick about your shit, and you could gain new followers from Kick and Google from just regular searches, and then you could also stream. And imagine you had a profile. Like, let's go to my profile. Imagine on Kick, like, your page hosted the thread. So you had these streams here, but yeah, you also had these like topics. You had these like almost blog posts. So somebody was like looking up your blog post, how to set up a stream. They found it. It was trending on Google or something. Oh, he's live right now. I'm reading this post of like best cameras for streaming in 2025. I'm reading this post about Asmongold moving to Kick. I'm reading this post I found on Google, this conversation, and look, he's live. I can just click that, boom, be right there. The biggest thing that Twitch and Kick have to worry about is YouTube. I know I say it time and time again, but more and more creators that know what the fuck they're doing and have any basic knowledge of thumbnails, titles, SEO, the more of them that constantly multi-stream, monetize all platforms, and have the freedom to do it on YouTube more, they're going to start streaming on YouTube more. Because contrary to popular belief, the discovery on YouTube is fucking unreal. YouTube, you can legitimately, without just like, hey, we'll give you front page support or like getting hosted, YouTube, because of one word, in an instant, you can go from 20 viewers to fucking 1,000. It's because everyone knows YouTube is, yeah. Oh, wow. Hey, look at that. First Twitch talk in fucking how long? Best viewers on streamboo.com. Remove the space. Sick, man. Fuck yeah. Twitch is killing it, man. You also need to be careful what you're saying on YouTube. To an extent. That's Ken, that's I'm on YouTube right now. It's not really that big of a deal. It really isn't. If it's not a slur or a threat to a protected group, then you're fine. You really are. Blue Sky? What isn't Blue Sky like the left version of Twitter? You know what's so funny? Twitter has done so well that three places now have tried to replicate it. You have Truth, which is just like the fucking conservative version, the extreme right-wing version of Twitter. Then Blue Sky is like the left soft side, right? And then you have Threads. You know, Zuck's like, I want my version of X. Blue Sky is just a liberal echo chain. Yeah. And then everybody shits on X, but everybody's trying to replicate it. Make it make sense. Officially switching to Kick. Fuck it. Good for you, brother. Good for you. I mean, more people are going to continue to do it. This, the only ground that anybody has a stand on now is like the ethical ground, the moral ground. Oh, well, the owners also own a gambling company. So all the money comes from like gambling profits. It's like, where do you think all the Twitch money comes from? It comes from the profits of fucking selling products on fucking Amazon and fucking DraftKings deal or whatever. Amazon has the multi-billion-dollar fucking sports betting site that they're partnered with. I can't. Is it DraftKings or FanDuel? I can't remember which one it is. And they advertise it all over Twitch. It's like the hypocrisy when everybody was talking about like OnlyFans creators, but then Twitch did a Fansly campaign. Remember that, gang? Twitch was like, you can't promote your OnlyFans on your site, but they did they ran Fansly ads over there.
And that certain goodbye is to Twitch, not because I'm leaving the platform, due to the fact that the exclusivity is now with 100% a certainty never coming back. And the reason why this is...
Yeah, because I was actually concerned that there would be a window where they'd go back on the multi-streaming there, but they can't now. Because there's just too many big movers on that platform now that are starting to multi-stream, and people are getting a taste for like YouTube and the other platforms. And I mean, I can just think of the top of my head a few people that are pulling a few hundred viewers on Twitch, but also pull a few hundred on Kick and YouTube now. And if you were to like gotten ahead, like, hey, you can only stream on Twitch now, they would just stop streaming to Twitch.
I think the direction of Twitch is going downhill and further downhill and further downhill. Absolutely. Every single second that this platform is still up. And for a while there, I was thinking maybe I should leave Twitch entirely. No, I'm not going to do that. Instead, today at 9 a.m. CST, I will now be streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Twitter all at the same day, every single day at 9 a.m. CST. Hey, 3 hours before Asmongold. The Asmongold pre-show. I'm not beating the allegations right now. But the reason why I'm doing all of this...
Wait, so is he live on... Sure is. Wow. I was going to say welcome to Kick, but there's no way he's going to see that chat.
Well, let me explain. The reason why I originally thought I was going to leave Twitch was because the platform was getting worse. They were allowing people like Hassan to get away with promoting terrorism at every opportunity they possibly can, which obviously deeply offends me as an American.
Yeah, that's the newest, that's the newest thing. People are, so some of these, and let's just be real, it's just the fucking Hassan dick riders. Hassan dick riders are essentially like, well, hey, Twitch should just ban Asmongold now. I put out a thing today, Twitch streamers wanting Asmon. Like, dude, one of these guys' posts got like 60,000 likes. And like, dude, the comments were riddled with like, yeah, get Asmon off this platform. Fuck Asmongold. Yada, yada, yada. It costs them money anyways. They're losing money having him on there. You guys are so fucking retarded. It's insane. It's actually kind of scary how dumb you guys are. No, Hassan could stream on Kick right now if he wanted to. I'm sure, yeah, he could. Hassan definitely wouldn't. Twitch streamers wanting Asmongold banned now that he's multi-streaming on Kick have to be dumb as fuck. You don't agree with him, so ban him. But multiple other people who literally break TOS, that's okay, because at least you agree with them. Plus to say Twitch makes no money off of him just shows how stupid you are. People just don't understand the impact of fucking traffic online. They just don't get it. Well, and I partially blame Twitch for that because Dan Clancy has literally come out saying, well, technically speaking, we don't make money on our big streamers because it costs server space. Brother, you make fucking boatloads off the big streamers because they are literally bringing tens of thousands of people to your fucking platform where you riddle everyone with ads. And then just to give you guys a little FYI, for those that don't understand this, traffic and data are money drivers. The more your site becomes more valuable just by having the number, just by having the metric. Anybody in here, by the way, can do that. Any one of you can launch your own website and you can figure out ways to funnel people to it. You can figure out ways to get email signups. The more data you collect on your end that support you, the more valuable you will even become. To articulate this idea that Twitch is just full on bleeding money because somebody like Asmongold costs their servers a lot is pure brain rot. It's pure brain rot. It's gaslight 101. They are making a fuck ton off of that user data. They make a fuck ton just by having that traffic on the site. They are able to sell so many more brand deals at the end of each month and each quarter and each year because of the amount of people that watch this. Losing that because you don't agree with this political stance would hurt the website 100%. Twitch is not untouchable, and people need to understand that. While the views he brings in cost server space, he is an insane impact to the platform. Outside server costs, genuinely, I'm convinced that some of these Twitch streamers who are so vindictive and blinded by their own hate and political views that they have no problem singing their own ship as long as it means people can't listen to counterpoints of their opinions. Because that's essentially what it is. That's essentially what people are saying. I don't agree with Asmongold, so that means I don't like him. And because he has a large following, I don't want him to give his opinions. And I'm completely okay with hurting my own house. Like if you're a diehard Twitch streamer over there, you're essentially saying, I'm okay with hurting my house and hurting my potential future because I want to get rid of people that have an opinion that's different from me.
And so I thought, you know what? I'll leave. I'll leave because I don't support what this platform represents. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that makes no sense. I want to be here, a constant reminder of the wrongdoing of what they did to me and every other streamer. If I stop streaming on Twitch, that's when they'll forget. That's when they're allowed to move on. And I'm not going to let them move on.
What he's talking about, by the way, if you guys missed recently, I don't know if you guys remember the girl that said that she wishes American veterans get PTSD. He called that streamer fat, and he got a ban on Twitch for that. By the way, this girl is notoriously had many clips of her making fun of people's looks throughout the years. Yeah, Frogan. Yeah, she's a horrible person.
Absolutely not. I will be the constant reminder that they fucked up.
Was it Mia Khalifa? No, she's just as brain dead too.
Returned and continued this to the point now where Asmongold is now multi-streaming. And guys, guess who's the guy who told him to multi-stream? Who showed him how good it was for even me? Asmongold and I had a brief conversation once I got...
Oh! Is he going to... Please show money.
Got banned on Twitch, and I showed him my analytics for how much I popped off. My first stream on YouTube, 9,000 views. My second stream on YouTube, 11,000 views. And those are active viewers, by the way. A peak at 9,000 viewers.
Brother, 4-hour stream. What is that? So that's $120 in an ad revenue an hour, which is really good, by the way. And the thing about this is he makes ad revenue in the stream after it's offline. Jesus Christ, how many tabs does he have opened up? Holy fuck. If he's a Kick partner, which I think he is, he'll 5x that, he'll 10x that pay. Easily. Let's see what he's at right now.
Gonna send this
he averages like 100 or something, which it's really interesting how YouTube does it, even how Kick does it. The more you do it, the more your pay goes up. The more you show up consistently, the more it can analyze, the better it is. He will make more in partner today in partner pay on Kick today than he will in YouTube ad rev. I really hope he shares how much he made.
A peak at 11,000 viewers. My next stream, 12.2.
Oh, he got demonetized on that one.
Once I got
for sure.
banned for 2 weeks for calling a fat fuck fat. I streamed on YouTube, and it's crazy after seeing me get 9,000 viewers, 11,000 viewers, 12,000 viewers. They've talked to me for quite a while, probably about 10, 11, maybe even 12 months, and they've always been kind with me, and they said, whenever you're ready to take the leap, we would happily help you onboard into our partner program. No signing bonus. I am merely part of the partner program because I believe in the platform so much, I don't feel like I need a signing bonus. I truly don't. And whether you want to acknowledge it or not, Kick used to be 0% of Twitch's total viewership. And since it's been around for a little over 2 years, it's already at 25% of Twitch's active user base. And it's only going up.
That's pretty insane. For a self-funded site that came from nothing, that's pretty insane.
Stagnating. I want Twitch to know that they no longer have the power to bully streamers. They no longer have the ability.
Can I just, if anybody's curious as to why I have such a fucking hard on about the current movement of individual, is because these guys are are massive voices in this community, and they're not just coming over for like a bag. They're coming over with a voice, like what he was just describing. He's got like a chip on his shoulder to show people that Kick is actually pretty dope. That's what Kick's needed for a while. Kick did a great job at making some noise with like XQC, and I would actually argue that XQC's done a fantastic job at like articulating the better sides of like Kick. Same thing with Train. I think Amaranth even has, but like you had individuals like Nick got the bag and Rage and all them, and they're good creators and whatnot. But they just didn't have that passion being over here as to where like. You need to get creators coming over to Kick that are just like, wow, this is actually a good place. Let's fucking make some noise about that. Let's let everybody know that's actually the reality. And you get individuals like this that they're going to just go gas pedal down on constantly reminding people, check it out, check it out, check it out. And I know it gets annoying. People talk shit about me all the time. I had a comment actually on one of my posts about a Kick update. A Kick made an update. And somebody, a Twitch streamer, was like, I wish my wife looked at me the same way that Kick did. And I really wanted to respond and say, well, if your wife paid as much, you would. But I didn't. I just let it go by. I get it. I make posts all the time. But it's pretty fair, low-hanging fruit, right? Twitch makes dog shit updates. Kick typically makes good updates. They've had bad streamers, but that's about it. Kick has made nothing but progressive updates towards creators. They've never made an update that says we're going back on our words. They've never made an update that's gone back on supporting the creator. It has always been a constant upward trajectory over the course of the platform being out of supporting creators first. You can't argue that. You can't argue that. You can argue that about Twitch. Twitch has come out with lots of dog shit updates.
Can choose who they're going to enforce their TOS on.
Been loving Kick since I made the full switch. Well, come on over to Kick.
Every single time they ban me or anybody else from here until the end of time, okay, go ahead. I will take all of those viewers. I will take all of that clout and I will bring it over to the other platforms, just like I did for YouTube, just like I will do for Twitter and Kick.
Tech forgot to set up his pay, and he's doing it now. No shot.
On Kick, and let's talk about why I'm doing this, is because Kick makes
welcome,
a
brother.
fuck ton of money. And you know what I like? Money. You want to know why? Because money's hard as fuck to get. And I'm trying to make as much money as I possibly can before I fall the fuck off, which, to be honest, let's be real, that ain't going to happen. But Kick pays a lot of fucking money.
Call me Judy. I love that. I love that.
Is great, and I'm hoping to God, if there's any other streamer, and yes, I mean any other streamer watching this, you are wasting your time, you are wasting your effort, not getting an additional platform's viewership.
Bingo.
Eyes on you.
Yeah, that's true.
Why are you waiting? Why are you doing nothing? Why are you streaming on Twitch when you know the only reason why you have viewers is because you brought your YouTube viewers over to Twitch?
Bingo.
There's no reason. You're wasting your time, and I mean this genuinely. Any streamer who wants help multi-streaming, you can DM me personally. Now, I will say,
I'll even anybody that wants help, I'll talk about it in my stream. We talk about it on Twitter. I same thing. So, and he's right. For a platform that has legitimately come out multiple times over the years and said, hey, the recipe to grow on here is go create content from your stream and go promote it on TikTok, go promote it on YouTube, go promote it on Twitter, go promote it on Instagram. The recipe has always been on Twitch. Go create offline to bring people over. That's what I've said for years, is the delusional take about Twitch is they literally tell you you have to go work off the website to bring people to the website. And then, by the way, we're going to take 50% of the cut for that, for you showing up and bringing people here. Because here's the famous quote from Dan Clancy: we give you the stage. Because we give you the stage. Brother, that doesn't make any fucking sense. There used to be a time where people were just so blinded they had no idea. That's why when we were talking earlier, when Lieutenant Look at Me was in here, you know, Twitch has rotted creators' brains over the years. The amount of Twitch streamers or creators in general, because they primarily focus on Twitch for years, that don't understand their value is insane. Guys, I talk to motherfuckers that have like average 1 to 200 CCV, and they'd be like, hey, Big E, I'm talking with this brand about a brand deal. And they how much should I ask for a month? I was thinking like $150. I'm like, you're fucking smoking rocks. What What are you talking about? Well, I only get 100 viewers on my Twitch stream. Only get 100 viewers on your Twitch stream, and you think you're worth 150? I'm like, how much do you want? Like, how much would you want? And I mean, oh God, I'd kill for like a $1,500 deal. I was like, then ask for that. And guess what? They asked for that and they got the deal at that number. My first $20,000 campaign came when I only had 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. I was only getting a few hundred views a video. And I was averaging like 80, more like 60 CCV on Twitch. $20,000 campaign. Twitch is rotted motherfuckers' brains. Because they're used to just giving up half their earning. Oh yeah, I'll bow. Yeah, you're bringing people to me. Absolutely, I'll bow down to you. Only 100 CCV is wild comms. That's a solid number. Brother, if you average 100 CCV in the world of streaming, you're top like 1% streamers. I would hit 30 views and get 6K from Logitech and Facebook. So not bad for 30. Yeah, and that's respectful.
I want you to have more than 300 viewers because I can't help everybody. But I am going to set forth a precedent.
So gang, Tectone will help people with like 300 more. Anybody else, you guys want advice? You guys want help on multi-streaming, especially with like YouTube, with tags and titles and shit? We talk about it in stream. It's that simple. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow my kick. Follow me on Twitter. We talk about this type of shit all the fucking time. My whole entire thing is I like to make content around shit that I enjoy in life. One of those things is growing my brand. I talk about it. It's that simple. I talk about shoes. I talk about cars. I talk about big booty homies. You know what I mean?
President, where I guarantee you, in the next 6 months, everybody in the gacha space is going to be multi-streaming. To YouTube, to Kick, to Twitch, all at the same time. And I'm going to make sure that this monopoly that they have no longer exists. The fact that streamers like Lucy Pyre got banned for showing a little bit too much hip in the hot tub section, while these OnlyFans whores are doing the exact same thing with no punishment, while Hassan is calling for the death of a senator, receiving nothing. This shit is a joke. I've been on Twitch for 6.5 years, and I love Twitch, and I'm not going anywhere, and I will remain on there until I get permanently banned, which, by the way, there are 3 days left until it's been a month since I was warned that I would be permanently banned, if memory serves me correctly. It might be 5 days. And I'll be damned if I let Twitch fuck me over like that, because they're a little bit angry that I'm merely going live telling the truth. Yeah, fucking right. The other big reason why I'm going to be streaming on X is actually directly because of Asmongold. Asmongold is a very good friend of mine, and he is talking with Elon.
I've been a little iffy on X myself. I like Lucy. She's a VTuber. Wait, she's a VTuber and got banned? What the fuck? I've been really iffy on streaming to X myself, but I mean, we're live there right now. And like, I think that's like, it's obviously not congruent viewers. It's like a, like, I don't know to keep the streams public afterwards. Like, there's so much shit I don't know about X, because it's X has been, for the most part, more of a, like, for me, it more so, like, if I see Tectone's live, I don't go here. I'm like, oh, Tectone's live. You know what I mean? Like, I think X has been good for, like, the idea of, like, oh, so-and-so's live. Let's slide through. Let's go talk about, like, I want to go to my preferred platform to watch. I don't see people, like, notoriously, well, I mean, your big political figures, like, they tune in, like, shows. But, yeah, I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, you guys don't traditionally just go to X to hang out with X. So I think it's still really lacking there. But you know, Asmon talking to Elon's pretty big.
Musk, who I think is a little bit stupid for what they did for Path of XL too. But
you should host Spaces, bro. Wait, so what's the difference between streaming and Spaces?
Recognize they make some good products, and I believe with those two working together, I believe they can get Twitter streaming off the fucking ground.
I agree.
What type of friend would I be if someone was trying to make a change and I was not there with them, attempting to help them make that change?
I agree.
If there's one thing that you guys know about me, it is when my friends need me, I am always there no matter what.
Yeah, that's essentially what I wanted to just like really go hard on all this. And I recorded such a long video today is this whole entire conversation should not be just on the idea of platform war, just in the terms of like what platform is going to benefit. This whole conversation should be on, look how much you guys can benefit. All you, not only just streamers, but viewers too. That's one thing that people are neglecting to say in this. We're really coming from it from like the creator aspect. there's value in the idea of, guys, you can watch wherever you genuinely want to watch now. I don't want to watch motherfuckers on Twitch. I'm subbed to a couple people on Twitch just because I support the homies. I don't want to watch them on Twitch, dude. There's nothing I want to do about going to Twitch. And there are people that don't want to come to Kick and don't want to come to Twitch neither. And they would prefer YouTube. There's a reason why YouTube has 50% of the live viewership on the platform. They lead the industry in most eyes on a streaming platform. But like the viewer experience is super crucial. If I can be live on multiple platforms, either every day or even one day a week, it gives everybody to comfortably be where they want to be. Whether it's you watching it on a big screen, whether you watching it on a phone, whether you're taking a shit at work, I don't fucking care. It gives the ability for you to dictate that. YouTube streaming is not bad at all. I think I watch 90% of my live streams on YouTube. I watch a lot of live streams on YouTube. If I'm chilling downstairs, it's mainly YouTube. Besides one person, one exception, Systems. Systems is the one that I will go out of my way and I will click the broadcast to TV shit. This is an insane day, not just for Kick, but for the live streaming space. This is the first rally of streamers. Like, people have already been testing the waters on multi-streaming, especially in the Call of Duty community. I've seen Apex is starting to finally switch, but like, you guys are talking about some like just general OG streaming cultured individuals are making moves now to encourage creators and viewers to start going where they want. And that's just, this is just the start, guys. This is just the start. It is only going to happen more and more and more. The power is going back into the creators' hands. We've seen that on the side of content with the spark of TikTok. When TikTok blew up, it forced Instagram to come out with monetization, forced Reels to be monetized on Facebook, forced YouTube to do vertical content, and now you have billions of active users watch all that shit. This whole entire thing is going to spark all of this for streaming. This is going to help exacerbate the growth of streaming overall now. If you think streamers are popular now, remember what I'm about to say. This is going to make many streamers into celebrity status very fast. We are going to be moving more into the world where the weird fucking Hollywood actor culture is going to get buried by live creators. I know that's a hot take. I know people are going to be like, okay, that's a bit extreme. In the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to see streamers are going to be leading fucking major mainstream production and are going to be the faces of a lot of shit. They already are. A lot of them already are. But I'm talking like massive amounts. We will actually see a future where there will be legitimate streamer awards that are not just dictated by a Twitch streamer. I don't know if you guys know that, but like the streamer awards that you guys see every year, it's heavily influenced by Twitch. It's like Twitch streamers run that shit. And we're going to see a world where it's just going to be streamers in general. And this opens up a whole entire world where it also puts the power in the platforms. A great example of this, where this can bleed over is we already see like Aiden Ross doing those boxing events on Kick. Imagine a world where Kick can work with major production to offer live stream services. Imagine a world where like somebody like Kick or Twitch or YouTube partners up with the UFC to where UFC pay-per-views are on that platform. So imagine like you go to buy a UFC pay-per-view. Now you wouldn't be able to stream it, of course, but imagine like just the general consumption, the media consumption, the traffic influx of them being able to host the pay-per-view event on said platform. We're not too far off, in my opinion. I don't think so, neither. It depends what Netflix does. If Netflix starts scooping up everybody, it's going to be really tough. Amazon and Netflix have a lot of money to get these exclusivity deals over to those platforms. Yeah, I agree. I don't think we're far off from seeing like a live stream platform being able to work with major pay-per-view production to where you'd see huge events being on these platforms. Imagine the day where like the NFL would sign with something like Twitch or Kick, and you could watch the Super Bowl. I mean, you can already watch that shit on fucking YouTube TV. UFC will be the first. Yeah, I'd like to see. UFC's already partnered with Kick with like prelims type shit, or like leading up, like they do like specialized stuff there, like training videos and shit like that. But imagine a world where it would actually be here. And I know people are like, you're fucking smoking rocks, dude. That will never happen. You're so far off, guys. Also, too, there was a time where people said multi-streaming would never happen. There was a time too where somebody said nobody would ever be able to compete with Twitch. Oh, let's get NASCAR on Kick. Come on, what are we talking about, guys?